righty. Chat, thanks for sticking around. Dude, appreciate y'all being here. Hopefully everybody's having a good, what is it? Thursday. I had to think about that one. Shouldn't have taken me that long. But anyway, what's popping, y'all? Thanks for being here. Fire, you posted a picture. All right, let me look at it here in a second. Let me look at that. It does indeed look like that was on fire. Fire, it sure does, yeah. Sure does. All right, let's go across the road here, chat, and go harvest another cornfield. We got one more after this. We got one more down yonder, then we're done with corn. Or actually, hold on here. Okay, so both these guys are done. I need to get them off of their course play because they annoy me, to be frank. All right, get you off of course play and get you sent home. Both of these combines, I believe, are ours. I believe this other one that I have up north is actually the leased combine. That's all right. Because we did lease ourselves a combine the other day. Just to have. Because 3 combines are better than 2 after all, so. Fire department in Oklahoma lost a fire truck. Oh, man. That's not good. That's not good at all. Jeepers. Has a fire truck that needs an engine due to the fire? Oh, man. Fire shadow, this was bad, huh? It's crazy. You know, not being in it, you don't realize sometimes how bad things actually were. That's crazy. Yeah, it's never good when a fire department loses a truck. It has a truck that needs an engine. Wow. Yeah, that's not too good. Not too good. A fire truck, bro, that's a water truck. Maybe it is a fire truck. Maybe it goes around and sets fires. Did you ever think about that? Maybe when they're bored, they light fires. You never know. You never know. I don't think anybody's ever been like, oh my gosh, get out of the way. Here comes a water truck with lights and sirens on it. I don't think that happens ever. That would keep the water department in business. Fire department. Goodness me. Isn't this the same argument as like a water heater or something? It's instead I have to call it a warm water upper. Kind of along the same lines, I think. Oh man, it's crazy chat. Old military 5-ton setup as a brush truck. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, hot water heater. Yeah. Yeah. I guess if you called it a hot water heater. Why does it heat hot water? Right? That's the argument, yeah. Why does it heat hot water? It's already hot. Yeah, that's the one. So stupid. Oh, man. It's a thing. Definitely a thing, chats. Wait, did I not? I did. Auger wagon. Yoo-hoo. Over here. I wonder if he's not set up right. He definitely is. He definitely is. But he's like, yeah, I don't want to go to work today. I don't really want to do the work today. He's on his way now. Hooray! Oh boy. All right. Hey, did y'all see the big Twitch news from I saw a thing the other day. Obviously, the CEO of Twitch, his name is Dan Clancy. But I saw this TikTok and they go, yeah, Tom Clancy announced. Twitch CEO Tom Clancy announced. And I was like, ah, that's funny. It's Dan. His name's Dan, not Tom. But yeah, you're no longer going to be penalized for basically multi-streaming or combining chats if you multi-stream. Although I don't know that they really enforced that rule very much, because I feel like there were all kinds of people that were combining chats, so I don't know how that, yeah, their rules are kind of like recommendations, but they don't actually enforce them. So I guess you're allowed to like stream more than one place and then like have the chat on screen from all the places. Now, even though it's still technically against terms, but he said they're not going to enforce it. So why not just change the terms of service? I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird too, personally, but I'm sure they have their reasons. I'm sure they do. Doesn't affect me. I don't multi-stream. Although I've been kicking around the idea. I was very adamantly against it for a long time. But I have been kicking around the idea of just trying it. You know, like what's it hurt, right? As long as I tell y'all that watch on Twitch, I'm not ever going to leave Twitch, because I'm not. But like, I don't see why it could hurt to be live somewhere else too. I don't know. I mean, I'm not right now, but I don't see why it would hurt, right? I don't know. I do not know. What I do know is we have corn. We've got to have a lot of corn by now. 3.2 million. How much does that dryer hold? 1.5. Okay, we'll probably do that. Probably do 1.5 mil in the dryer, and then we'll fire it up. Got to haul propane to it as well, I believe. And no, I don't have any. Well, I do have a trailer that hauls propane, I guess. The little guy. I don't have the semi-truck trailer currently, so not gonna worry about that. Yeah. Hey, it's Sean. Hi, Sean. What's poppin'? Maybe, Sean. Sean, the title today, I actually chuckled at, for the record. I read it right before stream. And I let out a ha. Like, it actually got me. Just for the record. It did, actually. It made me laugh, yeah. You betcha. That's a good one. That's definitely a good one. All right, so we're just gonna harvest this field back and forth. We got one more little one. After this, we do have a collision on the road. Well, that's not really a collision. It's a bit of a whoopsie here. Come on. What are you, you're not actually stuck. Drive. That was weird. It wouldn't drive. Is our okay? Plow's done. Lime spreaders. That's not a lime spreader. Where's the lime spreader at? Oh, is he sitting? He's sitting up here waiting for lime. Dang it! I keep forgetting this thing only holds 60,000 lime, and it's really that's not a lot. I need to get just a buy, like a lime buy point, like a buy everything. I don't have anything like that right now in my mods, but that's the in-game lime holding like tank thing where you can buy lime and then it holds, but it runs out way too fast. Especially when you buy new fields that need like all the lime. It runs out way too fast. Should fill the mother bin full of lime, to be honest. I'll probably use it pretty quick, dude. Be real. That's all right. Still waiting on FedEx, by the way. I was thinking maybe he would come when I was taking my break, but he did not. So no FedEx guy still. Oh, man. All right, 50% for a pass back. That's not bad. Not too shabby. Hey, sir, you appear to be stuck. Tail swing on that behemoth grain cart. Alright, let's get ourselves a little grain cart. Come on. I still think I need to buy a couple tractors, chat, when they're on sale, like bigger but non-articulated tractors. And honestly, I'd honestly get rid of the big grain cart in lieu of buying a couple more small ones. Medium-sized ones, you know, like the J&M or something. Without the ability to have the big either case or deer articulated tractors, having the big grain cart's just not really in the cards for this map. I mean, the Klaus tractor handles it okay, but it doesn't handle it the best. The Fords definitely don't like that big grain cart, especially when it's full. Really, to me, the deer is where it's at for that. But of course, with us not using John Deere on this map, kinda difficult. Just saying, but that's all right. It's all good. So yeah, so it's kind of a thing. I need to stop. I don't want to get too full here. Should have had my auger out before I turned around, and then Buddy would have been like right with us. Instead, he has to drive the whole field now, but that's all right. It's all good. All good. Sean, do you know I'm not here Saturday, right? I'm not here Saturday, Sean. Going the plan is right now to go to that auction, so we'll see, but that's the plan. What? Yeah, spending a Saturday with Pops, possibly Tony too. I don't know if he'll be there or if he'll be working, not sure, but yeah, definitely spending the day with Pops. There's a few things we're interested in. It'll probably go higher than we want to pay for it, so we won't actually get anything. But, yeah, we'll be in Minecraft tomorrow. Now, I will tell you, Pops and I are doing something tomorrow. So that might delay the start of tomorrow's stream maybe a little bit, but hopefully not. So, but we'll wait and see tomorrow. But yeah. But not here Saturday for sure. So. Splotty, what's going on? At least as of right now. Things I guess could change if we don't get our parts for our side-by-side, but as of right now, the plan is to not be here Saturday. Splotty, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Welcome in. But yeah. Unfortunately, it's all kind of up to FedEx at this point. And I don't know about you guys, but that's not a good place to be. Waiting for FedEx. Not a good time. So you are awesome. Let's go. So we're just winding down the harvest. There is one more. Is there one more field, chat? So we have field 8, which is corn. And then we have field 19, and then we're done harvesting for the day. And then we're going to be working on plowing some fields together. And some auto drive work, hopefully, as well. Unless FedEx shows up, and then plans are going to change. But until then, we're going to keep on keeping on, just like normal. Like we're not waiting for FedEx to break our new part for the side-by-side. I didn't say it yet. Promise. Goodness me. No, I don't think they'll break that. That would be kind of I feel like that'd be kind of difficult to break the part that it actually is, but it's FedEx, so who knows? Let's just get grain carts moving here a little bit. Actually, that one, I don't need this one. I've got 2 grain carts. I feel like that's probably enough, right? Maybe once it actually gets here. We'll be alright. It will be just fine. But yeah. Hope it doesn't arrive damaged, yeah. Yeah, usually I'm not a big fan of FedEx, but I didn't order the part, and I don't know if they had any other shipping options besides FedEx. I'd have to ask Pops. I think I would choose anybody over FedEx. I'd even pay a couple bucks extra for it, honestly. But that's all right. That's how it's shipped, so it's how it's shipped, you know. It's not the end of the world after all. Hopefully it's not. But yeah, hopefully it shows up in one piece. Hopefully that fixes our problem with that stupid thing too. I'm kind of done messing with it, to be honest. But that's all right. It's all good. All right, just waiting on the grain cart. We're gonna have to stop here in a minute. Our grain cart's right there. It's gonna go out the homestead, come around, and park at the end of the field. Then it'll drive to us. So I should have got a grain cart going sooner for us here, but that's okay. I'm trying to think, there was something I ordered. Oh, my old actually both the air conditioners that I've purchased for out here came FedEx. The one came in a regular FedEx truck. That was like my outdoor air conditioner. That was like all in one thing, which is crazy heavy. And Buddy set it on my front porch. He didn't even like drop it. He manhandled that thing and set it right on the porch. And that thing is crazy heavy. And then my mini split came on 2 pallets. So that actually came via like a semi truck. And funny enough, so they came kind of early in the morning that morning, and it was one of those things where they call because they're going to a residential house with pallets, right? So they were nice enough to call, but they didn't call till they were literally in my front yard. And so I was still in bed because it was pretty early that morning. And I called my dad and I said, "Hey, FedEx is outside. Can you go out there? I'll be there as soon as I can." And hey, it's a Kimmy. Hi, Kimmy. How was your nap? And so I go outside, and Dad and the FedEx guy are standing there shooting the breeze. The FedEx guy that delivered my mini split, his parents used to be good customers of my dad's, like buying lawnmowers and stuff over the years. And they're like, "Oh yeah, his dad had this tractor and this trimmer, and they lived here and like all this stuff." And they had like a 30-minute conversation, like, "Hey, how's it going? How's your?" I think his mom was still alive. You know, "How's your mom doing?" All this stuff, and they sat there and had a good old time. And I'm like, you literally can't take my dad anywhere without him knowing somebody, you know? Because like Buddy had the last name, obviously, because my name was on the you know, the ticket for the thing, you know. And then sure enough, my dad goes out and he's like, "Well, I know who you are," and Dad's like, "I don't know who you are." But once he told him his like parents' name, he's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" You know, kind of funny. It was a good one. Well, that's good, Kimmy. That's good. Glad to hear it. But yeah, I was like, that's kind of funny. Like, literally, you can't go anywhere around town with my father and not run into somebody that either he knows or they know him, or, you know, their parents used to buy lawnmowers for my dad or whatever. There's just so many people. So many people. It's kind of funny. He's almost, I don't want to say like a local celebrity, but he sure is known like a celebrity out there. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Although he called, I guess he called, this one guy that he knows bought a piece of property and is having issues with our county. And so he called this guy that used to work for my dad when this guy was in high school. And this guy was just telling Dad, he's like, "Yeah, I just retired." He worked for my dad when he was in high school and he just retired. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, but yeah. But come to find out, that guy, I'd call him one of my dad's like buddies from back in the day. He rides his bike past the farm all the time. We're like, "Buddy, come in and say hi." No. We're doing welcome in and welcome back. What's poppin'? What's going on? How do I get him to drive alongside of me like that? A whip? No. That is auto drive. The mod auto drive is how they drive alongside me. Yep. The mod auto drive. You betcha. Big fan of auto drive, big fan of course play. They're PC only mods. But they are awesome. So right now I'm using auto drive for the grain cart, for a semi truck. Actually just a whole bunch of stuff to drive home. I'll have to deal with that later. And let's see, I have a lime spreader running that is refilling on auto drive and then driving to the field and then spread lime as well. Which is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm a big fan. Big fan of auto drive. So yeah. Still learning. Hey, no problem, no problem. Let's go. It's not terrible. For the basics of it. No, it's not terrible. So there's a few things you have to do. One is, you'll actually download the mod itself for auto drive. And then I would highly recommend going to the auto drive guy's YouTube channel. And what he does is he makes like the road network and he gives you like, so when you have your auto drive mod over here, all the different categories and stuff. So the map's already basically set up for you. Okay, so let me show you what he does. So see all the blue lines around the fields, the green lines, the brown lines, all these white markers. So that's what the auto drive guy does. He builds out the entire maps, he builds out the whole roadmap network. And so if I want to send my combine to field, you name it, there's a marker for that, right? Or if I want to go, you name it, I can send it there, right? All the places. Oh, we need to haul to the animal dealer. We can do that. So all that stuff's already set up. Now you can absolutely, you can set all that up yourself, but I would highly recommend, if you're new to auto drive, you download a config file from the auto drive guy, and then you can start customizing it and stuff to fit your playstyle. Which that's what I do. I don't build my own config files. I download from the auto drive guy, and then I customize it to fit my playstyle. So he doesn't have the capabilities for grain carts, but it's easy to add. Yeah, exclamation point 80. There's his link right there in the chat. So what I would do is go and search his YouTube for whatever map you're playing, and hopefully he'll have a config file for you, and you can add it to any map at any time. But it's pretty cool. And then for like how to set stuff up and how to edit and stuff like that, feel free to come in here and ask anytime I'm playing Farm Sim. Be glad to help you out. Oh, you're playing River Bend, I'm assuming? Yeah, he has it. Matt, what's going on? How are you? Matt, I took a screenshot. You've probably seen it because you played this map. I took a screenshot with you in mind, Matt. I literally took this screenshot the other day. I was driving through town and I was like, wait up, hold a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm sure you've seen the sides. I know you've played the map, but it made me laugh, and I thought of you, Matt. Just saying. All right, let's go chat. Actually, we need to tell him to drive. Now let's go chat. We got to go to one more field for corn. It's corn. Just started with a friend on your server. Nice. Looks like Pops is home and we still don't have side-by-side parts, chat. Dang it. Dang it. All right. No, this is... Auto Drive is a PC-only mod, so... Crossplay does no longer work when you have PC-only mods. Crossplay will not work, no. The thing about PC Farm Sim is you really are opened up to the freedom and the... Well, a lot better mods, honestly. A lot more mods. So... There's that. You betcha. Yeah, that's one of the things about PC Farm Sim for sure. There's just a lot more to do, a lot better mods. Yo, Lord, what's going on, man? How you doing today? What's poppin'? How are ya? You've realized that, yeah. Yep, it's why a lot of people, like, if you really want to get into modding Farm Sim and, like, using all the fun mods and stuff, like, I don't actually mod, I just use the mods, right? But yeah, PC's where it's at. PC is where it's at. So yeah. You got him hooked on Farm Sim, just got to get him play on PC. Nice. Yeah. Alive and Kicking, been playing SnowRunner. Oh yeah. That's another game I need to finish achievements on, but I have those stupid challenges to do. And I don't know about you guys, but the challenges, I suck at the challenges. Like the, driving cab across the, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Yeah, that's another game though. We were talking about achievement hunting earlier, Lord. So yeah. And actually, after talking about it earlier, I think Satisfactory's on that list too. I'm gonna allow it. I did it. I allowed it. Because you're not wrong. That's the whole thing. The challenges, they suck. I guess I could get all the achievements except for like the challenge achievements, right? Or the challenge achievement. Yeah. What's going on? How are you? What's poppin'? That could be a thing I do, chat, actually, yeah. Oh boy. I do think a satisfactory run for achievements could be interesting. I don't need that many, so. They're mostly collecting things, achievements. So yeah, mostly collecting. So we'd have to have a map pulled up and like go on. Oh boy. That could be wild. All right, we got a line at the semi-truck. Oh, there is no semi-truck. That's why there's a line. Ha. Figured that one out, huh? Okay, semi's empty and that's all. Big deal. Oh, big deal. It was fun, but got bored by yourself. Yeah. So I guess I've only ever actually completed Satisfactory, although they've added stuff since I completed it. But like the space elevator, I've only ever sent it all the times once. The problem for the achievements is it's like collect the hard drive. There's so many hard drives, so many Mercer spheres, and so many summer sloops. But because we played on a server, I didn't collect them all. So therefore I don't have the achievements, right? And I don't know that there's enough left on our map to get the achievements. So you got all the ones for this game after a couple. I gotcha. Yeah, I've got them all in here too. Let's see. Actually, Farm Sim 22, I got them all. 19, 25, 15, 17. I got all the achievements and all those Farm Sims. It's a thing, chat. I have a problem. It's not a problem though. Honestly, it's fun. But yeah, so that's kind of my issue with Satisfactory is I'd have to play, which I don't mind, but I'd have to play single player. It's just gonna take forever. Yeah. Now there's some I could probably go back to the multiplayer and like focus up and try to get like ones to complete all the MAM research. So that one is probably server based more than individual based, if I had to guess. So like that one would probably be fine. Played 19, 22, 25. Nice. But something like collect so many hard drives, that's person based, not server based. So, kind of a problem there. Same thing with like the Mercer Spears and the Summer Sloops. So, those are person-based, not server. So, bit of an issue there. Although, really, for collecting, I wouldn't have to play that long, I don't think. I mean, I'd have to get to, like, foundations. I mean, I wouldn't have a jetpack, so I'd have to build a lot of ramps. I wouldn't have any kind of filters to get around radiation or anything, but that's alright. But yeah, that would be kind of painful, to be honest. Satisfactory is an amazing game, especially in multi. When you get a couple people kind of on the same page about how you want to like go about factories and stuff. Now everybody built their factories, so we had 3 of us on our last save. That was Bear, Left, and I. I think we were the 3 that basically played that save. And like, you know, we all had our own like quirks and our own way of building factories. So what we did is we ended up building like a lot of small factories and then a couple really big factories. So I had like I think we called it Jurassic Park. And it builds all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Oh, it's popping. Yeah, it's kind of wild. It is crazy. Yeah, and I know that I don't play it crazy like most people, like a lot of people do. In fact, our last save, we kind of like basically told ourselves like we need to build what's necessary, not build what we can. So like we didn't go absolutely insane with our factories because we were trying to get to the end game without getting too laggy on a server. Because our last save we had before that, we didn't set any limits, and it was like, oh, we're making, I don't even know, let's say the copper plates. It just random thing as an example. We were making like, you know, a couple thousand just to throw into an awesome sink. It's like, well, do we really need that? Like, let's make what we need. Not just make it because we can, you know? So, yeah. Your buddy rented a server, you broke it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. We broke a server I was running, Yum Rider. On the old server PC. We absolutely annihilated that thing. It was so bad. But again, we didn't have any rules, and it was like, just build massive factories to build massive factories just to throw it all in an awesome sink. Or, you know, I built the, I was in the process of making a power plant. Okay. And it was the dumbest idea ever because it was a giant power plant that was going to run on turbo fuel. But was the turbo fuel manufactured at the power plant? No. It had to be hauled in by train. And it was going to take like a couple trains, like a couple train stations to keep up with it. And then we were going to have a couple train stations to take all the empty containers back to the turbo fuel manufacturing facility. After you finish, you start pushing tickets. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, but it was like, it was unnecessary. It was cool, but it was completely unnecessary. So, yeah. Well, it was all packaged turbo fuel. It wasn't like tanker cars. It was all packaged. Yeah, supposedly part of 1.2. I gotcha. Yeah, so I had a huge facility that made turbo fuel, packaged it, and then put it on trains. But that wasn't even by like an oil well. I had to train in my oil too. I was training oil from across the map, from like the bottom right corner to the left side in the water. And then it was actually really cool. It was an awesome setup, but it was, I can't tell you how many refineries we had or whatever. And like, it was absolutely insane. And then how many like containers I had or whatever for the, you know, the package, the rubber or the plastic like container for the fuel. And how many generators it was. It never got done. It never was functional. So, because we started like, we're like, oh yeah, 60 frames. And then started building on that and like went crazy. And there was other factories being built at the same time. And then it was like, oh, 10 frames. This is fun. So yeah, I could play that one in single player, but I cannot put it back on the server and run it in multiplayer. It does not run very well at all. But in single player, I can get it to function. Because I got that onto my Steam Link or Steam Deck. Yeah, I got it on my Steam Deck, and I was showing my brother-in-law around that one at Christmas. Or sorry, New Year's. I was showing him around there. Yeah, that's the one where I had a factory that all it did was make ingots. And it was that huge tower factory. It made all the copper, all the iron, and all the steel. And all the... Shoot, there's that other one too. But it just made ingots, and I had trains bringing in ore and taking away ore. Like... It was an awesome build, but golly, it was so bad. More power! Never enough power, yeah. So that was the kind of stuff on this last save that we had, our last server for Satisfactory. It's like, okay, we can't do that. Let's be a little more responsible in our Satisfactory play instead of just building things because we can, you know? So yeah, like instead of putting fuel production all the way across the map and having to train the oil in, we put that right at the oil. In the last one. Now we were still training plastic and rubber away from that, but training like a raw ingredient was just not a good idea. Like all the ore to make all the ingots. Not a good idea. But that was a hell of a factory. Okay. That thing was awesome. Just saying. I think it had 4 or 5 like train stations per side. So 4 or 5 on the inside input side, 4 or 5 on the output. Ores on one side, ingots on the other. It was a cool world, you know. It met its demise when it came to how leggy how leggy we got it. Oh, and then not to mention our aluminum. Okay, my factory didn't make aluminum, but the Leonard built this aluminum factory, and man, I don't know if it ever was functional, but it had the potential to make a stupid amount of aluminum. Like this thing was huge. And there again, it relied on like 6 or 8 trains to make it work. That's just too much. Like it's cool, but nah, it's too much. It was way too much, but it was really neat. It's a huge factory. Yeah, it's wild. So our last save was a lot better as far as when it comes to like frame rate and stuff. So unless you're in my desert factory, the Jurassic Park one, it's kind of laggy, but that's all right. I think there's 6. I think there's 6 different places that trains bring material into that factory. And then there's a train that goes out of that factory with all the manufactured goods. And that actually goes to another... That goes directly from there to another big factory that makes other manufactured goods with all those parts. And then eventually a train runs all the way across the map to our like sorter building, where we just have like stockpiles. Everything's uploaded to the cloud. It's pretty awesome. But we basically just have a big storage auto sorter building. Kind of like how I play Minecraft. Lots of auto sorting, you know? Just saying. I don't want to sort it. No way. Auto. Make it auto. You can automate it. Heck yeah. Especially in Satisfactory. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Although actually the last thing we were trying to do on that Satisfactory server was to get the tickets from the Awesome Sync. So we actually, I actually set up our storage so that everything would go to an Awesome Sync. So we have nothing in storage on that map right now. So if we were going to play it again, we'd have to go in first and get rid of all of that so storage can build back up so we can actually build stuff again. Like, we don't even have concrete in storage. We have nothing. Trent, what's going on? How are you? But we're probably not going to play that save anymore, so never know, though. Never know. Once you kind of stand in the elevator for the last time, it's like, yeah, I don't know what else there is to do. So, I am not sure. I know they've added stuff since we played last time, but yeah, I don't know. The fun part is building out your factories and train lines and all that good stuff. That's the fun part of that game to me. The exploring's fun too. Until you realize that every map is actually the same. And it's not as good. Oh man. I didn't know that for the longest time, but I'd always start in like the grasslands south. And then one time when somebody was like, you know, it's the same map no matter where you start. I'm like, no, it's different. No, it's the same. Sadly. There's one map. But that's alright. It's all good. Alright, this is it, chat. This is the last of the corn. I think after this, we're going to go ahead and return the lease combine, return the lease corn head. And then I'm going to grab the Macdon head that is somewhere. Right here. We're going to grab that and go harvest those soybeans down yonder. But it will not be with this combine because this is a leased combine. So yeah, we'll get everything harvested. So we got soybeans to go and that's it. And then we are done with harvest for this in-game year. And we still don't have a FedEx truck. So yeah. There is that. That's okay. There was a truck outside. I thought it was FedEx for a second. It definitely was not. All right. Corn harvest is officially done. Let's go. Let's get emptied out. Like I said, we'll get this guy returned. Let's go. What do I feed my cows? I have been wrapping making bales of chaff. And then waiting for it to ferment. So basically, I'm just giving my cows silage. I'm just feeding my pigs corn. And to be honest, I'm not selling any crop out of a field. So the only way I'm making money is through the animals at this point. And actually, it's just the pigs. I'm not making money on the cows right now. I will be selling around. I'm doing beef cows right now. I'll be selling around the cows eventually, but not quite yet. But pigs I sell all the time. We sell them at 20. Oh, what is it? 24 months old. They sell for $2,500 a pig. I think, you know what? That 3,500, I think that's it on the cows, right? I mean, I was kind of keeping them because they're not far from reproducing, but should I just sell them, chat? Oh, there's a truck. What is that? An Enterprise truck. Not a FedEx truck. Jeff says yes. I probably should, right? I should just sell them. All right, so we are going to return that tractor because we're not using it anymore. We're going to return that combine and that corn head and that corn head, since we are done with harvest for corn. So yeah. All right. Big E, we are waiting on side-by-side parts for the side-by-side. Imagine that. At the farm, and when they get here, I'm probably going to be leaving to go fix the side-by-side. We've got that auction we want to go to on Saturday. Side-by-side is very torn apart right now, waiting on a part, and Pops and I have something that we're doing tomorrow before stream, so I can't work on the side-by-side tomorrow before stream, so I'll just probably, like, whenever he shows up, I'll probably just disappear. Maybe a couple hours early today or something, I don't know. That way I can still be here for tomorrow's stream, basically, so trade an hour so I can be here tomorrow, basically, or trade an hour or two. Because like I said, we got other plans tomorrow before stream. I'll hopefully make it home for stream tomorrow on time, but we'll see. We will see. So yeah. Sounds like he was PC parts you ordered almost a month ago. Uh-oh, that's not good. A month ago and you still haven't gotten them? Yeah, the tracking says they're supposed to be here by 8 p.m. today, so I really, really, really hope that they don't actually show up at 8 p.m. tonight, you know? $39s at Mazzy's to begin testing. Nice. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. No, because if they get here at a reasonable time, we can, you know, go to the farm and start working on it and get it put back together tonight. Because, like I keep saying, we got other plans tomorrow before stream, so I'm just hoping I make it back for stream tomorrow on time, you know? So, yeah. That's what I'm hoping. Ordered a bundle from Corsair Direct. Okay. Interesting. A month seems like a long time, though. I've never ordered from Corsair Direct, so I don't know. That might be right on for them. I'm not sure. Not too sure. All right, so we're just gonna park a little bit of this equipment real quick. And then we'll run down there and get those soybeans, that one little field. Won't take very long, I don't think. One little field. Can't leave any skippers, though, I know that much. Kimmy's here now, chat. We can't leave skippers, you know. Just saying. That looks like a great place to park that, by the way. There's something about right there that's just calling to me to park that plow there, you know? Didn't say anything without a stock. A heads up would have been nice, yeah. Hey, our normal shipping time is 3 days past forever, so you just might want to be aware of that. That would have been nice to know, yeah. Would have been nice to know. Actually, chat, let's get this going on another lime spreader real quick. We'll get a maintenance pass going on field 1 here. Why not? All right. The plan right now, Kimmy, is for me to not be here Saturday, yes. That's the plan. We'll, I don't know. If I'm here, surprise. But I probably won't be, no. Look at this, by the way. This auger's even broken when it's folded up, chat. That pin is supposed to be through that hole. First off, there's supposed to be a hole there. Anyway. It's crazy. When do I plan on making this day up? I don't. Are you like... Kimmy's RPing as the, what's it called? HR department right now. Oh gosh. No, I don't plan on making up today. Sorry, I'm gonna hang out with my dad all day. Do I really need to make that day up? I don't think I need to, do I? I don't think so. I know, we'll make it up by doing a 24-hour stream. Over like a couple weeks, you know? Yeah, definitely. Can't a guy have a day off, Kimmy? Besides, you act like we didn't talk about this off stream when you were in TeamSpeak, and then now it's an issue today. My permanent record? Good. I'm glad. Good. I'm glad. If it goes on my permanent record that I spent the day hanging out with my father, that's okay. Because, you know, to be real, there's only going to be so many more days, right? Hopefully it's a lot of days, but there's only going to be so many more. So, yeah. I don't ever feel bad about... this is 100% too. Like, I don't feel bad at all missing stream to hang out with Pops. I don't feel bad about it. You can't make me. So, yeah. I had yesterday off. That's true. I was hanging out with Pops too. It's too easy. All right. Exactly, Bullard. Thank you. I know at the end of the day, for the record, Kimmy's just giving me crap to give me crap. I know she's not actually like mad about it. She might actually be mad about it. She might be actually. But like, I know at the end of the day, hopefully it's just it's all jokes, and that's fine. But I mean, technically, I could start earlier on Monday, Kimmy. A little bit. Maybe I add a few hours. I want to get achievement hunting. Maybe we add some hours to that. You been misstreamed to hang out with my Pops? There are things going on my permanent record, yeah. I mean, if you want to hang out with my Pops, that's fine. He'd probably be down. He'd probably be alright with that. Oh, man. way, notice I'm not repairing anything. Probably should. That's alright. I can't, there we go. I'm trying to buy some diesel, but the pressure washer handle, I keep picking that up. That's okay. But yeah, it's definitely worth missing stream, so. Although I don't really take the whole, like, business stream lightly either, for the record. Like, to be honest, I don't. Like, I do know that I do want to be here. I do want to stream a lot. I do know that it's important in some of your lives, you know? So, yeah. I have stuff on my record, do I? Not that I'm aware of. I don't have any, like, criminal record. No. Do not have a criminal record. I'm what you call a good boy. Never have had an issue with the law. Or anything like that. I was only ever even grounded one time as a child. I don't remember what I got grounded for, but I definitely got grounded. One time, yeah, one time. I think mostly the reason I only got grounded once was, you know, I'm the youngest of 7. And so I could pretty much get away with murder, you know, in a video game. So it didn't, I never got in trouble for anything. By the time I was around, mom and dad were just tired and wanted, like, they didn't care. So, yeah. Didn't say it was criminal. Well, there's definitely nothing criminal. Yeah, that's not me. Never went to band camp. No, definitely not me. Never went to any camp, actually. Jart, what's going on? How are you? Welcome on in. Old man truck. What's going on? How are you? But yeah, no, I never went to any camp actually growing up. I never went to a camp. Jordan, I'm doing well. Doing well. Camp would have cost money, so yeah. Oh, bad, not banned. I thought you were quoting that movie. That's what I thought you were quoting the movie. I was like, dude, I can't carry a tune if it's like, if somebody like forced me to. I can't play any musical instruments. I mean, I could make noise on a drum set, but that's about it, you know? I always wanted to buy a drum set, like a legit drum set. And then I could just tell people not to touch my drum set. Like, legit, you know? Touch my drum set. Not everyone gets your humor via chat. I'm sorry. Sometimes chat humor is hard to, it's not the easiest to translate sometimes, you know? You can slap at the bass a little bit. I mean, dude, you give me some like Rock Band, I could jam on Rock Band. On like easy, I was pretty good, you know? I was pretty much a pro on Rock Band on easy. I mean, saying. I almost went like all pro on easy, you know? I almost made it to states on easy. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Oh, man. Pretty much. Just don't die, yeah. Polar bear, I did too. I don't. No, that's not what. No, no. Oh, I don't. It's on. There we go. Had it on the wrong thing, chat. You can play a boombox. Lit. Be a jukebox hero. Polar bear. I bought Rock Band the day it launched. Is the trailer attached? Not sure. No, I had it on AI worker, not steer assist was the problem. So. I didn't know there was soybean straw on this map. I'll be honest. I don't need the straw though. And I'm playing on hard, so straw ain't hardly worth nothing. Oh, the header trailer. This one folds up. Yeah. Yeah. It folds up. It's pretty slick. Yeah, Polar. My sister at the time, she worked at Target. And when she was leaving for work, or like I had talked to her before about like before that day, but I was like, you gotta like hide a set for me. And so we went that afternoon or that like late morning or something, and we put it in a cart and we walked up to the front register, and I handed her the money. And then she was like, hey, I need to buy this, and she used her employee discount. So I got like 10% off my Rock Band. Or whatever it was, right? So I got a discount on my Rock Band when I bought it day one. Yeah, I don't have any of. I think I might still have the game, but I know I don't have my drums or guitars or anything. It all wore out. We played the hell out of it. So yeah, I don't have any of that. And then I never bought another Rock Band guitar, but I still had a Guitar Hero, like the white one. I had one of those. It wasn't actually mine, but I acquired it somewhere along the line. Somebody gave it to me. And so then we had, you know, a guitar and a bass. 2 guitars, basically, but you could use it for bass. Yeah, the drums, the microphone, which I never would sing, but yeah. My brother-in-law likes singing. He was all about that. Actually, my brother-in-law has a Rock Band set up in his basement. On like PlayStation 3 maybe or something. Once in a while at a family function, he'll be like, hey man, we'll play Rock Band. And they'll like he'll go fire it up once in a while. I don't think I haven't played it in years. I never was that good at it, but I enjoyed it. The only I could play Here It Goes Again by OK Go or whatever. I could play that song on like expert on guitar. But that was like the only, otherwise it was like a medium maybe for me. I never was like good. But I had fun. We had a lot of fun with it. A lot of social gatherings playing Rock Band, a lot of family parties. Yeah, it was a good time. You played Guitar Hero 3 on a controller? What? I didn't even know that was possible. That's wild. That is called being resourceful, using what you have to your advantage. That's awesome. This truck does not like this corner, by the way, chat. We got to change that, don't we? Oh, maybe that's why it doesn't like that corner, huh? It's kind of an awkward little corner. So what I'm actually going to do is I'll fudge this over just a hair. So this is the auto drive mod, by the way. Those of you that have never seen this. So what we're going to do is we're going to fudge this over just a hair so that it'll kind of swing wide, making that turn. Hopefully. Otherwise, it does not like that turn at all. Okay, so that field's done. So if we can send him over there, and of course we got to redo our width again. Tony, what's up, brother? I mean, son. I haven't told Chad about that, by the way, Tony. I did chuckle to your reply on Snapchat, though. That made me laugh.
Attaboy Tony.
Attaboy Tony. Jacob, thanks for the bits. 11. 11 needs lime. You betcha. It was that or don't play it at all. No, I think that's brilliant. You wanted, I mean, it's pretty awesome, actually. Pretty awesome. We actually took our Rock Band setup. One time we had a massive family party at one of my cousins was living in an apartment complex at the time. We had like they had a huge like clubhouse thing. And there was a ton of my mom's family there. And they had one of those like old big screen TVs that was like the size of a wall, but like the whole thing was like the size of a car, you know? This TV was massive. And so we took Rock Band on like Xbox or whatever. Like, yeah, Xbox. And we took it down, and like a bunch of us younger cousins, we all played Rock Band, like probably a lot louder than we should have. And then like the rest of the family was kind of just there like, y'all need to shut up, but we just kept playing. We were having a good time. So yeah. It was fun. It was fun. That was the family Christmas that there's a picture of me with like a faux hawk. Okay. Because I was like, I got to do this before I lose all my hair kind of thing. So I did a big old faux hawk. It wasn't that much of a faux hawk, but I did have a faux hawk. You betcha. That's also the same Christmas party that I made I don't even know how many layers, but like a Jello trifle, whole bunch of different flavors of Jello. I was pretty proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's poppin'? I was pretty proud of myself. My grandma liked it, so that's all that mattered, you know. Just saying, grandma liked it. Everybody was happy. Actually, that was, God, the memories are unlocking right now, chat. That was the same Christmas party that we bought my grandma her first, like, flat screen TV. Actually, her only flat screen TV that she ever had. As a family, everybody went in and, like, chipped in a few bucks, and we bought her a TV. That was the same birthday party, or same Christmas party. Man, there was a lot that happened at that party. It was a great party. Anyway, random memories unlocked, chat, for sure. So, you betcha. Famous. Been grinding 25 for about 100 hours. Nice. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away. I'm here to answer them. That's the only reason I'm here. Yeah, otherwise I'd get fined. Oh, wait. Not gonna get fined, but we're here. I'm here to answer questions. If you have them, feel free to ask away. Ask away. We are going to be doing some combining the fields here as soon as we get harvest done, which, well, this is my last field to harvest, so we're getting there, chat. I was kind of like worried about harvesting too much the other day, like off stream, but I probably should have harvested some more. We got lots to do, or had lots to do. We're basically done now, so with the harvest part, that is.
bbears0313 Chaired X100, question from the back. Do you have a photo of your Fox Hawk and can we see it?
Do I have a Photo of my what? Brian? The faux hawk? Is that what he just tried to say? Faux hawk. I am family friendly, by the way. Yes, we do not cuss on the stream. Real life, maybe there's a few words once in a while, but on stream, I try my darndest to be family friendly. Bear. There's probably photos out there somewhere. Yeah. How we doing with the pigs? Pigs are great. Let's see. We don't have any pigs ready to sell right now, I don't think. We did actually pick up some horses the other day. We're gonna sell those though. I don't want to actually. I don't want that. The pigs, 16 months. They need to go to 24 months, so they're good. The cows are actually those first 100. They're ready to go. So I'm kind of torn if I sell them or if I keep them till they reproduce another time. I think I might just sell them. But yeah. Barry, you want to see? I know my aunt has a picture on her wall. My aunt that lives with us. She has a picture in her room from that party. I'd have to get it scanned though. I don't think I'm gonna like show that publicly though, because it has like my entire mom's family in it. It's like everybody, like everybody. So yeah. Reproduce. I might. So the cows, when they hit $3,500, which I believe is at 36 months. Now I'm only feeding them silage. So I'm not, you know, we're only 80% on their food. So it's going to take them longer to mature, right? Same thing with the pigs. I'm only 50% on their food. So it is going to take them longer to mature. But man, that field is really tripping. That field is really tripping today. Yeah, I've been taking the easy way with feeding the animals. So cows are getting silage only. The pigs are only getting corn. So it's kind of a different approach, maybe a little bit to animals, but it's been working. It's been fun. So yeah. Where? I sent him to the wrong field. Sent him to the wrong field. Wrong field, chat. Starter chickens, goats, cows. Yep. Productions can definitely be worth it. I do have experience with everything in this game. I'm not trying to sound like that guy, but I think so. Yeah. At least when it comes to like base game stuff, we've done it all. Yeah. Gotcha, Lord. Gotcha, Lord. Gotcha. Yeah, I think I am going to keep mine just so they reproduce again, though. Then we'll have the 300 in the barn, which is what it holds. Well, as soon as they reproduce, we'll sell them. So then we'll go back to 200. But then there'll be room for these. Well, these have to grow up. They're only 9 months old. So I think we will keep them, though, and let them reproduce again. But yeah, I've got experience with pretty much everything, at least base game. I mean, there's like mining mods and stuff I'd not messed with, but base game, yeah. And if I don't know an answer to a question, somebody in chat will. We have a very knowledgeable chat here, so you betcha. You don't sell at 28, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not interested in the whole, like, I don't min-max much in life, so. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yes, Jeff, you have a point. Factory stuff can get very repetitive, but factories are worth money. They're worth it, yes. Yeah, it's not a problem. Not a problem. But yeah, it's a good time. Factories can be fun. If you have water buffalo making buffalo mozzarella, you can break your map because you'll make so much money. Assuming you have a dairy that can handle enough buffalo milk and you have enough like water buffaloes. But if you get like a lot and you have a dairy that can handle it, you can make obscene money. So, welcome in. What's going on? It's popping. But yeah, it's factories can definitely be worth it. Right now, what do we have on this map? We have a grain dryer, which I actually haven't messed with yet. We have a dairy, but I'm currently not doing anything with it. I was making once upon a time cheese, but I sold my regular dairy cows. I have a sawmill. I'm making firewood. I haven't messed with the greenhouses yet, although we could. And then this map has maple syrup, so I'm messing with that. Which actually that's full again. I need to, you know what? We're just gonna put that on selling full-time, chat. So there you go. That's all I've got going on here. Mostly been making money off of pigs on this map. In fact, I don't grow crop and sell it. I grow crop to feed my animals. Now these soybeans are a little bit different because I bought this field. That's why I'm harvesting them. Same with earlier, I did some sugar beets because same deal. So, yeah. Should have a decent amount of milk too. Yeah, so I've been growing basically corn on this map because all I'm feeding my pigs is corn. And most maps, honestly, I get to a point where I'm not selling crop out of a field. But this map, the only crop I've sold out of a field is for like contracts early on. So if we look in the bin here, like I grew barley for straw. Like I have that's almost 1.2 million barley. I haven't sold any of it. Carrots, I bought a field that had carrots. We have 1.4 million carrots, haven't sold them. The corn, I'm up to 3.2 million, so I am going to be drying corn for the first time, and I will sell that, but it's going through a production, which is the dryer. Oats, I think, were from a contract. Sorghum was because I bought a field. Soybeans because I bought a field. Sugar beets were because I bought a field. Sunflowers were on a field, and I think I might have planted a field of barley or wheat once, but otherwise, yeah, I don't sell crop. I don't do it. And pretty much all my maps, I get to that point eventually. Either through factories or, you know, even like a grain dryer, it's technically a factory. It shows up in the factory. So if I run all my corn through a grain dryer and then I sell it, I'm still running it through a factory, right? So, but like selling crop out of, like straight up out of, I don't do it. I really don't. And on this map, we've made obscene money off of the pigs. Obscene money off the pigs. And we're playing on hard. And you still make the same money on pigs if you play on hard or play on easy. So, yeah. The pig price does not fluctuate. Which is kind of weird if you ask me, honestly. That's all right. It's all good. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, Bessie. Come on, Bessie. Now, I will say, going back to the family-friendly vibes, we are family-friendly. Chat's family-friendly. And it's all family-friendly here until Kimmy decides to join me for a stream, like when we play Minecraft like tomorrow night. It's not always family-friendly when Kimmy's around. So, there's that. Just for the record. So, Kimmy and Dan, I would say, are the two biggest offenders. that aren't always family friendly. So for the most part, we keep it clean. So we do keep it clean. So technically, I have two YouTube channels. I don't really use my main one anymore. It got shadow banned a long time ago, and then I just quit making videos for it. The second YouTube channel, I post all the streams. I don't make YouTube videos anymore. Like dedicated YouTube videos. That's how I started on the internet, and there's like thousands and thousands of videos. But I don't do like Let's Plays or anything like that anymore. Because she's grandma, I guess. She's been noticeably less family friendly. Filter gets clogged. Something like that, Kimmy, yeah. But yeah, I used to do like the whole Let's Play and all that. We did that for years. I don't do it anymore. Don't do it anymore. I got a whole series of videos from like the place I call the farm. It's not an active farm, but it used to be. It's the farm my dad grew up on. There's a whole bunch of videos from down there and a whole bunch of videos on the YouTube. But yeah, I don't really make anything for it anymore. So yeah. Someday we might give that channel CPR. Dust it off a little bit and bring it back for something. We might. There's ideas out there, you know? There's definitely ideas. All right. That guy's done. Is this guy done or did he run out? He is done. All right, let's get him filled up and get him to the next field. The good thing about doing these maintenance passes on some of these fields, you know, I still have 33% of the spreader after he did this entire field. So by doing maintenance passes, you know, you can just hit H. You don't have to worry about like, you know, setting up a whole Courseplay auto drive thing, which is not hard to do, but sometimes it's nice just to hit H and let him do a field, you know? Sometimes it's nice to do that. So. You betcha. Alright, let's grab some lime. And then I think we're darn near. Okay, we need the lime 2, and I think 8. And then technically 11 and 19, but I'll let this guy that's down here, the Massey, do those fields because he's Courseplay and auto drived. So, and then as far as plowing, we need to plow. We need to plow a few fields still. All right, that's fine. That is fine. We're gonna start plowing some fields together here soon as well. I know I've been saying that all day, but I mean it. So the whole thing about productions, if you, well, yeah, you would want to run it multiple years, especially the dairy. The more products you turn on, the slower the dairy goes. So if you're gonna run a dairy, I would recommend you do like the goat milk or you do stuff with the cow milk. You don't do both unless you only have a little bit of each. I don't know how many cows or goats you have, but that I could see doing. But yeah, you would want to run it for multiple years to be able to afford the dairy. But the whole thing with productions for me is, am I having fun with that production? If I'm having fun running that production is worth it. Even if it costs money, It's not always about the money in Farm Sim. You'll make money doing pretty much anything in Farm Sim. It's about are you having fun or not? That's the way I look at it. One needs weeding / spraying. So field 1, the reason field 1 looks like this is I chaffed part of field 1 where the weeds are. Since there's nothing planted, obviously I wouldn't weed it or spray it. It needs plowed anyway. So we'll end up plowing 1. Is why that's like that. So yeah. All right, let's go find this guy's plow and put him back on here and get him going. Somewhere. I do have a herd of plows, so we need to get them fired up. I like to lime and then plow after, so that's why I didn't get the plow going before. Like here in 16, let's say. I believe I left my plow parked over here earlier, so we'll run back and get this guy going. But yeah, so that's why 1 looks weird like it does. Because I chaffed and then I fast timed today so I could harvest the rest. So, yeah. Good evening. Welcome in. Nice to 20 street. What's poppin'? What's going on? And then all these fields that are like newer are actually, it's not even that. It is that, but it's not. Any field that needs the weed score fixed on precision, I will be planting in soybeans probably. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Crazy big servers. You spent hours farming and then the map got changed. That's not good. By the way, 15, I'm not farming. Just for the record. It's too small. I don't want to work with it. Love my outlook on it. I have a weird outlook on a lot of things, by the way. The way I look at a lot of things, I feel like is a little different than other people. Just for the record. Like the price of video games. This is one that gets people sometimes. I look at the price of a video game as dollars per hour of entertainment. So if you have a $100 video game and you play it for 2 hours, or sorry, 2 hours. No, not 2 hours. If you play it for 50 hours, that's $2 an hour for entertainment. Okay? You can't do much in life for $2 an hour of entertainment, right? Obviously, there's the price of your PC or your console or whatever. I know there's other cost factors, but like, that's how I look at the price of video games. And I know that's kind of weird, but you know, when I'm sitting here with 3,400 hours in Farm Sim, like, what's my cost per dollar? Pizza, that's my cost per dollar. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not a lot then, right? So like, you know, even when Farm Sim puts out DLCs, like, yeah, I might not even use anything that's in that DLC, but it still goes to my cost per hour, and like, I'm still way ahead, right? So, or maybe it's like this Mercedes truck that I end up using on every map since it came out. I actually really like the truck, you know? You know what? We're just gonna feed the cows this corn here. We might as well. But yeah, I do tend to, I think I look at things a little different sometimes than other people, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually good. It makes the world go round, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. Look at it the same way. play. Yeah, exactly. But you know, it's $1 per hour of entertainment. It's not that bad. You know, shoot, you can't go to a movie with like, what, probably 2 people maybe for $70? No, I don't even know. I couldn't tell you last time I went to a movie. Actually, was it, shoot, I might be able to tell you. Shoot, I think it was Twister, wasn't it? Or sorry, Twisters, the second one. I think that might have been the last movie I went to see, like, in theaters. I think it was, yeah. All right, let's just keep tapping until we find what we're looking for, chat, huh? Haven't found it yet, so we'll keep looking. Come on. Let's go. What you paid for you and your wife for Avatar? Is that chicken coop the one that holds 5,000? No, thank goodness. No. Absolutely not. No, that, or 5,000. No, it was 30,000, the one that we used to have. Hold on. I bet I have a screenshot of that. Hang on. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Which one was the 30,000?